Life lesson number 5. Don't talk behind people's backs. This is a trait I see a lot of people have, and we all do it, right? We all do it. Someone we know acts in a certain way. Oh, you hear about so-and-so, and you start talking about them behind their backs. And I did this for years because it was the done thing. People used to do it, right? Then I made a decision one day that actually, no, if I'm going to talk about you behind your back, I'm only going to say the same thing to your face. I'm not going to be two-faced about it. And I think once I made that decision, then I wouldn't talk about people behind their backs. And I think some people do it, and they don't feel comfortable doing it, talking behind by someone's back, but because someone else has started the conversation, before you know it, we're talking about someone in a detrimental way that perhaps we shouldn't be. So ask yourself this question: do you do that? And if you do, regardless of whether you like the person or you dislike the person, you shouldn't be talking about them behind the back unless you're prepared to say the same thing to their face. And it's a habit. And it's basically saying to yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. And setting a moral compass within inside you, because it doesn't feel good doing it. Now, there are some very nasty people out there, or some very bizarre behaving people out there, and I sort of get that. I do understand that. But you don't have to mix with them people. Don't bother with them. They're causing you too much grief and they're not part of your inner circle or your family, then you don't need to be around them. But once you make that decision, it's a discipline. Saying, no, I'm not going to do that. And I actually say to people, they start talking about people behind their backs. And this is me stating something to the people who are talking. I know I'm not going to say anything because I'd rather say it to their face. And what you're doing is you're letting the person know, you're letting that person who's talking behind someone else's back that you're not prepared to participate in that type of behaviour. And you may find one of two things will happen. They might think and don't talk to you anymore, but more likely they'll see the error of their ways. Because it's not nice, is it, really? Let's think about it. This is not about hurting other people's feelings. This is about you and what you're about and what you stand for. And when you stand your ground on something like this is a metaphor for your life, which is, no, this is not right. I'm going to do what's right. And when you come from that place, it's a different place. It alters everything because you're making a stand for justice. Because that isn't just, is it? Talking about someone behind their back. It's not nice. We know that. So don't participate in it. But make it part of your essence of who you are. Because deep down, we're all good people. Make it a habit to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to participate. Today is a different day. Today, the real me turns up. So until next time.